Yo, how's it going, everyone? Welcome back to yet another Idleon Pay to Win hater video. And in today's video, we're going to be covering Fortune Mill. And this is my second video for Fortune Mill, so if you missed the first one, go ahead and head back to my channel, go see the second one. In this video, I'm going to be covering everything that I kind of view as wrong, or there might be bugs, it might be stuff that just doesn't make sense, or it should be done a different way that would make sense. And I'm going to go ahead and say right here at the beginning, this is going to be a long one, so I hope you can stay tuned, but if you can't, I get it, man. I can't stand the long form videos either, so let's go ahead and jump right into it. I will try to make this as fast as I can. So first off, right here in the main menu, if you go over to the full screen windowed, as many of you have probably noticed, it resets to full screen every single time you reopen the game. This irks me a lot. I have to come over here and change it over to windowed every single time. Yeah, that's just, it shouldn't be that way. And then we'll go into number two. Number two is the achievements. It's not necessarily in the game, but the achievements themselves, I feel like there's not enough of them. You kind of get about 36, 37 of them done before you complete the first run. And then the last three you can get within probably another hour or two of your first run. So you can be 100% done with the game within probably about 6 hours, I'm going to say, unless you're unlucky and you just have horrible chances getting the gotcha guys. I feel like there needs to be more achievements, for New Game Plus, for lethal mode, for, pushing as far as you can into all these different mini games. That's all. I just feel like there should be more. And then we'll go ahead and jump into my New Game Plus run, and we'll start looking at each of the mini games individually, and I'll go over what I believe is wrong in each section. So if you don't want some spoilers, go ahead and head out. At the end of this video, I'm also going to be ending my New Game Plus run, and I'm curious if there's going to be a new ending screen. I don't think there will be, but we'll see. So we'll go ahead and jump in, and we're going to start with the darts section. So again, sorry, I'm speed running this. So you can back up or anything, whatever you need. So my first issue with the darts section is you don't have to aim. In fact, it's probably better that you don't aim and you just spam click. It doesn't really make sense in terms of darts. Darts is a skill game. You're supposed to aim as much as you can. It's supposed to be a accuracy kind of game. It doesn't really fit in this. This you just throw. I don't know. In terms of a mini game where you have to keep playing it, I guess it's fine, but there's just something about it that it doesn't sit well with me. And then going into our second issue with the darts section, I have a total of 6 for the darts section, is the minigun little mouse. So his attack speed caps at 1,800 darts per minute, and there's a lot of upgrades and stuff across the game that I feel like it would go well over 1,800. Like if all of those actually affected it, I might be around like 5,000 darts per minute right now. For instance, the secret shop right here, this upgrade does not do anything for me anymore. So there's no point in me upgrading it. That just kind of rules out this entire upgrade right here. And while I'm in this actual secret shop, I'll go ahead and mention this upgrade here, the Todillo upgrade. It is maxed out at level 20, but it does not say maxed out at all. It instead just gives a price. That's another issue that could be easily resolved, but I feel like Rattling Gunner should be able to go over that 1,800 dart cap. Yeah. So going on to our third issue, which I probably won't be able to see it yet because we haven't been in the game very long, but the game's FPS drops when you collect too much gold at once. So like sweeping across this, yeah, you didn't really see much there. It didn't really drop. After I leave it for a bit, I go do Lotto, Patchy, Sushi, and come back, and there would be a bunch. if I scrolled over it, my FPS would drop really quickly. It'd come back up afterwards. But in a game that's only using about 300 megabytes of RAM, there's really no reason for any FPS drops. For a small, tiny little game, there should be zero reasons that the FPS drops within it. On to number 4, which 4 and 5 are both about the same thing. So Shadow Realm. So first off, for the marks for Shadow Realm, later on you get this upgrade. Every 5 minutes you get 1 mark. Each mark, it boosts your damage by 100%. In my last video, I did not know where to look for the marks. Come to find out, it's right in front of my face. So right here, you can see I currently have 21 marks. I do wish that it was a bit more noticeable, or he had it like on the upgrade saying, oh, you currently have, 21 marks here. That'd be great. That'd be great. Or if you had a number right here next to it, totaling it up 21, I don't know. That's just my idea of it. And then my second point about the Shadow Realm, I feel like there's not enough sources of dart damage. You have like 2 main sources of dart damage, one being the marks, and then the second one being poison darts. So you just get a bunch of poison darts, and then your damage just starts ramping as you go through the boss fight. So it's, yeah, I feel like there needs to be more sources of damage. There is some, like in Gacha, there's like a 3x damage that you can get. But in the long run of things, that's not going to do a whole lot when you have this poison dart over here just ramping 20% more damage every single shot. Yeah. And then, actually, no, yep. Number 6 was was talking about the Todillo upgrade. So I'm already done. Look at that. We're going to head over to the Lotto section, start talking about the Lotto section. So, first off, in the Lotto section, I want to bring up a picture. So, jackpots. Jackpots don't make sense to me in the game currently. I feel like if there is one on a scratcher, all 3 should be present on that same scratcher. That's just how it is in my head. If one is there, it should be obtainable. So like with this Money Maze ticket, you can see there's only 1 jackpot available. And like this is a ticket where you have a certain amount of lives. So if you're hitting these monsters and stuff, you're losing lives. And if I see 1 jackpot, I'm hoping I can get 2 more, right? But I don't know. Just to me, I feel like there should be 3 jackpots every single time you see 1 on a ticket. And that also goes for saying jackpots, or I've seen some tickets with 5 jackpots on them. I feel like those should also have only 3. There's no reason to have 5 jackpots on a ticket. That doesn't make sense to me either. I don't know, just a little tidbit in my mind. My second note about jackpots is that they are a bit too easy. So in this picture right here, this was during my New Game Plus run. I had unlocked the arcade section, and while I was letting that run, I came back over and I managed to get all of my jackpots done before I even got the sushi. So that was really early in my opinion. I feel like I shouldn't be able to. Like, I don't necessarily need the upgrades for the jackpots or anything, because there's upgrades for jackpots from Gacha. There's upgrades for jackpot from sushi. I feel like all of those are completely useless now because you're able to get them just immediately in the Lotto section. There's just no reason for them in the future. So that's another little issue I have. Going on to number 3. 3 was talking about the jackpots. The upgrades for them don't really do much. Talking about like there's a certain sushi that gives you more jackpot chance. There's no reason for that. There's some gacha items that give jackpot chance. There's no reason for that because you already have all the jackpots by the time you even get there. And then number 4 is talking about how the High Roller and the Money Maze tickets have random amounts of good and bad rolls. And by good, I'm meaning the money, and by bad, I'm meaning the enemies that remove your lives. So you could have 10 good rolls and 5 bad rolls. You could have 15 good rolls and 0 bad rolls. It doesn't really make sense for that. Like, I feel like this should be almost like a Minehead situation where there's like 5 bombs in the ticket and you have to avoid the 5 bombs. You know, that I feel weird with it just being random numbers. That's all. And then I guess we'll go ahead and jump into an actual ticket, because there's an actual bug that starts to happen once you progress further into the lotto section. And then we'll talk about number 5 as well. So number 5 is no auto scratching. So there's no way for you to auto scratch. You have to manually do it every time. It's a big issue, honestly. Like, it's carpal tunnel simulator. It's horrible. Yeah, it's just something that should have been added into the game. It's a no-brainer. He does it on his events for Idleon, so why didn't he think about it for this, you know? He might have intentionally left it out because he wanted people to actually play it. I don't know. And then number 6 is FPS drops while you're scratching tickets. So it might not happen with this one because I think the first one's pretty good about it. Yep, first one's pretty good. So if we go down here to the bottom one, though, this one, every single time I do it, I always drop FPS. So you can already see it. Oh yeah, like you can see, like it's dropping, and there's no reason it should be dropping. All I'm doing is scratching these tickets. And then sometimes when you're scratching the tickets, moving on to number 7, the game will actually bug out, and it won't let you finish scratching them. Oh, it might be happening right here. I think it's in terms of the lag too. Oh, yep, you can see it right there. So I'm trying to scratch these last 2 left over on the left. It won't let me. I'm clicking down on them, but it just won't let me. So right here, the only way to get out of this screen now, like if you swap over to darts and back to lotto, you're still stuck on this. If you try to click on a new ticket, okay, wow, it actually let me click on the new ticket. Normally, it gets you stuck inside that ticket and it won't let you actually swap over to a new one. And so previously I've actually had to go back to the main menu and then re-enter the game again. And sometimes it won't even give me that jackpot, or not the jackpot, the big win or whatever. So that's my next issue, the game bugging out. And then number 8, Lotto just doesn't really affect much. So the only things that Lotto really affects is the tickets for the arcade section, and then the jackpots. That's it. That's all Lotto does. So after you have all that done with Lotto, you don't have to come back here. Like it doesn't do anything else. I feel like there needs to be more integration from the mini games. Darts has something that gives you like all currency gain for pretty much every single thing, and it gives you the Shadow Realm bosses. You can get more bonuses from that and stuff. Yeah, I feel like it just doesn't really do a whole lot. And the jackpots are great, don't get me wrong, but that's it. Like after you're done with the jackpots, all you have left is the arcade. That's it. And you're coming back here to do the arcade. That's all. And then we'll jump into, I guess, the arcade section because I'm done with Lotto. So in the arcade section, I'm going to go ahead and say first and foremost, I feel like this is probably my favorite part of the entire game. I feel like the arcade is probably the best section, although I also feel like it doesn't affect much outside of itself like how Lotto is. So going into my number 1 point, the shop feels very underwhelming. There's not a whole lot to do here. You kind of I gunned it up here for the lever at first, and then I just upgrade the balls. Eventually I come back for the ticket gain because the ticket gain is very small. 60% at max level, 75% at max level, 100%, like very small ticket gain. And then I came over here, got all the dice and everything. The dice do affect stuff later on, but at that point you're pretty much done with the entire game, so there's no point in them. So I feel like arcade only really affects the ribbons in the sushi. Like that's pretty much it. You might get a little bit more bonus from these from the gotcha section before you're actually done with the game, but that's pretty much all. You do get more currency in all rooms from the secret shop down here, as well as more sushi fuel generation. So my second point is balls drop super slow. You can kind of see this. They're doop, doop, doop. Like they drop super slow. And I really wish they would be faster because when you're, like, as you can see here, moving slow, they also move super slow within the mini games. And in the mini games, you have probably like 70 balls later on, and it's going to take forever for that mini game to get done. Thankfully, you can go and swap between different sections of the game while that mini game is going. I just personally wish that it was a bit faster. That's all. Um, Jumping, that's all I have for the arcade section. Really, like, this is honestly probably my favorite part of the entire game. It's super satisfying. The mini games are, you know, you can actively do a lot more here than other sections. So I guess we'll head over to the sushi next, and we'll start jumping through my 11 points. So first off, you cannot see how much it costs to make a sushi. So it doesn't tell you. I believe the first one is 10, the second one is like 19, and then the third one is like 37 or something like that. But it does not tell you explicitly how much each one actually costs. And that's something that's just, it's a duh. Like, you had it right in Idleon, so why is it not right in Fortune Mill, which is the game you're, so happy about your 13 years of experience? That doesn't really make sense. Number two, there's no way to see your fuel generation. So fuel generation, there's no place that tells you how much you actually get per minute. And later on, you get more and more fuel generation. So as you can see, I'm at 11 billion, but I might be getting like 100,000 a minute. I don't know. It doesn't tell me anywhere. Oh, that's another just duh. Like, it should be in the game. I can see my cap. Why can't I see my generation? And then my third issue is when you're cycling sushi like this, you cannot go back. So now that I'm at 13, I can't go back to 12 without having to cycle all the way through, which is miserable in this one because you gotta go all the way up to, I think it's 52. Yeah. So after 52, you're done. But yeah, just, there should be a way to cycle back. There should be a way to cycle forward. Yeah. Well, you can cycle forward, but duh. Number 4, this one's just kind of me being petty. So if we head into the Poppy section, you can see down here the second one at the bottom. I'm colorblind, so I don't know actually what color that is. I think it's orange. It says 2 minutes of ribbon gains. So, I mean, you spelled minutes right the other times. You could have just copy pasted, my man. And then into number 5, which is also in the wheel. I feel like the wheel spins just take forever. Like, I have 116 of them. I do not want to sit here and do 116 spins. It's miserable. Like, if there was a way that I could spin 5 at the same time, if I had like 4 different wheels right here and I was like, spin, 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 I would be much happier. I would. And then that's all we're going to do here with the wheel. So we're going to jump back into the actual sushi section. So number 6 is talking about the east wind. So the east wind, it's like when you combine sushi, it triggers the next one to the right to also level up if it is 1 tier lower than the one you are combining. So my issue with this is, so you can see the max level is 25. So it will happen 25 times to the right of the sushi you combine. The only issue with this is that it does not trigger the next row down like it did in Idleon. So if you look at this, I have a 68 right here. I have a 67 right here. So that should go up to a 68. It does not. This one is untouched. Yeah, in Idleon it worked where it went down rows. So in this game you would expect it to do the same. It does not. And then also the max level is 25, meaning it goes 25 columns over, but there's only 17 columns. So the max level that you need it to go across the entire row is 16. Level 16 is the max thing you can, over level 16 is useless. There's no point in leveling it over that. I leveled it over that just to test, really. And then number 7 is the secret shop yet again. So in the secret shop, the Deshake section is maxed out, but it does not say it is maxed out. The little tidbit, that can easily be fixed. Just change that to maxed, And then number 8, the salt shaker upgrade in the shop. So the salt shaker upgrade in the shop, this right here, blank % chance to get an additional shaker usage every 5 minutes. So normally you get 1 of each shaker every 5 minutes. And for some reason, this caps out at 100%, but you're able to keep leveling it past it. So with 460%, you would expect me to get 4 guaranteed additional shakers, and then a 60% chance to get a 5th shaker. That's what you would expect, right? Well, it only gives me 2 every time. So if I use all of these, and then we come back and check, you'll see that it only gave me 2. And no, it's not like, oh, it's putting it in different shakers. No, you get 2 of each every time. That's it. Yeah, that just needs to be capped out at level 10, or it needs to actually go above that. You can see right there, it only gave me 2 of each of those shakers. Yeah. And then jumping into number 9, I was going to say level 9. Number 9 is the fuel cap. Doesn't really increase much. So you can see I'm at 11.5 billion. And it's kind of hard for me to even make, I think it's like a 33 is where it stops. So I can't even make a 33. And it expects me to go all the way up to a 52. Like I'm never going to be able to craft a 52 here. That's just not going to happen. So again, there's no reason for this to be such a high level. This could cap out at 35 like it does in Idleon, and people would never reach that. There's no reason. Jumping into number 10 on my list, which is Caviar Supreme. As you can see on the board right now, every single one of these is the exact same, except, oh, look, some of them are tier 68, some of them are 69, some of them are 70. If you go into the bonuses section, you'll see Caviar Supreme starts at tier 50, and then Caviar Supreme goes all the way until tier 70. And each one of these does the exact same thing. 1.1x extra gain for all currency in all rooms. Every single one. They do have different bonuses at the bottom, but I think all of those are kind of copy pasted from the top. Like I think it just kind of cycles through them as you go through. The bottom bonus, the knowledge bonus. He could have done more. Like this one gives 1.5x stuffing and gacha, and then all the rest give just all currency in all rooms. He could have added more bonuses. That was very lazy. He could have just capped it. He could have capped it at 50. He did not have to add it all the way up to 70. I don't know why he did that. That just doesn't make sense. And then the last thing that irks me about sushi, there's 5 empty spots here. Why? If you're going to go up to 70, just go up to 75. Like, I don't get it. Just what? Like, it's like he didn't have anyone test this game. All right, but anyways, that's all I had for sushi. So we're going to go ahead and jump into the gacha section. So in gacha, there's only really two issues I have in the gacha section. So first up, or no, there's three issues. I forgot, I didn't mark one down. So the first issue is some gachas, after you get them, it doesn't register on this left panel. So specifically down here, the oh god, the dog treats or something, the 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 bag of poo, and then the butter. Those two, when you get them, they don't register. It still shows the question mark, and the only way to get them to actually pop up on this screen right here is you have to move over and then go back over to it. Like that's probably just a bug that he could fix. I believe it also happened. Oh, I forget. It happened on one of these future ones. And then I just thought of a fourth one. I'll go ahead and talk about this fourth issue actually. Right here, this is the last gacha machine, and as you can see, it is the boss gems from Idleon. The main issue I have with this is they're not numbered in world order. Why is it world 1 and then it's the gem from world 6? Yeah. No, it's the gem from world 5 going into world 6, and then it's the gem from world 6 going into 7, and then it's the gem from world... Oh, God. He recolored these, so it's messing me up. The gem from world 2 going into 3, and then the gem from world 3 going into 4. Yeah. And then wherever that last one is. Like, why... How are you going to make this be a prelude to Idleon, but you're not even going to order these in the right way, and you're going to recolor them so they're not even the same thing anymore? What? Why? that strikes my tism, man. That's not okay. And then jumping into another issue, set 8 down here. This is going back to the darts section, kind of. So Rattling Gunner shoots 1.5x faster. That's what you get for completing the gacha. Like, you are done with gacha pretty much. You have every single thing you can unlock from it. Except for you got to get some maybe pedestal ranks up or something. You're going to be at max gunner shooting speed before you get this. Like, without a doubt, you're going to be at max before you do this. So there's just no point to put this here. It's kind of the same thing with where is it? This too. So gacha token generation. So gacha token generation is capped, and that's another thing. There's nowhere that shows you how many gacha tokens you're getting per minute or per hour or whatever like that. There's no way to see that. And the only reason I believe it's capped is because I have 1475x faster gacha token generation. And I cannot notice it going faster. I couldn't notice it going any faster past like 35 times. So to me, it just seems like, it is capped. There's no reason for it to be capped. This is a resource that we are spending. It should be uncapped. The rate at which you generate it should be uncapped. But yeah, I think that's it. I think that's all the issues I really noticed in the game. Sorry for taking 29 minutes of your time. There was a lot to cover there. I think I might have... I don't believe I missed anything, but I might miss some. But anyways, we're going to go ahead and end the New Game Plus run, which, by the way, during the New Game Plus run, the only new things are you get a helmet on your guy, and each boss room, it costs 10 million to get through to the next room instead of the 1 million. So that's all it is. That's New Game Plus right there. So let's go ahead and end the run. Let's see if there's a new little ending screen or something like that. Let's do it. Oh, and your hat comes off when you're doing these little runs animations. I really don't think there's going to be anything new. Dang it. All right, I know it says 14 hours up there. A lot of that time was spent AFK. I want to go ahead and say that. A lot of that time was spent AFK. I was at work, so I left my computer just running it a lot of the time. Let's see. Is there anything? Nothing. Okay. Well, anyways, that's kind of sad. There's nothing new in New Game Plus. I'm thinking I might try lethal mode, but honestly, I don't know if I can be bothered with the timer and stuff. So anyways, I appreciate y'all for watching. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace.